Alrighty, hello and what's up you guys, is Laringe here. Come back for more YouTubes. Hopefully this will be a longer episode. I know I've been posting some short ones lately, but I've been toying around with some stuff. So you can toggle whether or not you see chunks with F9. I didn't know that, but it turns out it's going to be useful. So I've actually been looking into Steve's carts. Which is actually surprisingly awesome. Like, I used to think it was just alright. It wasn't, like, you can make a tree farm out of it. Big deal. But now that I've actually been messing with it, I'm really excited to get into it a little bit more. So I've got our cart assembler here. And so there are a few things I wanted to make. I wanted to make a whole ton of these farmer carts. And I'm not going to use a Galgadorian farmer. And that's what those 16 by 16 areas were for. I ended up farming a few rails. You just kind of find them. I also found some creosote. I can't remember where I was putting the tracks. Right there. So let's go ahead and let's get out of here, and we can. I'll explain why I tore out that big area. I was looking on Luganug has a world of FTB, and it looks really, really cool. With the way he did all his stuff, and so I kind of wanted, or the way he did his farms looks really, really nice, so I kind of want to rip him off here and do something similar. We basically excavate out a whole area, then put down farmland, and it looks really, really cool on the mini map. Like if we zoom in here, where am I? You can tell where it's all completely flat and stuff, which is kind of cool. And then when I make it all so that it's one color, I don't know, it just seemed appealing to me. But in order to make a farm, we have to determine how we want the farm to work. So first things first, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to make an 8 by 8, or it's a 16 by 16 area, so this should be the center. And we have to hydrate the plants, so we'll go ahead and grab 2, 1, 2. There we go. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to here, the plants will be hydrated. And then we do this, and I'm just going to make an area around the outside here. And I could use a hydrator, but I don't want to, because you have to feed water, and I don't want to have to feed water into these carts. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around the outside, I guess what I'll do is I will add stone bricks. Okay, so now when we make our little cart, it will 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not quite sure how it will work diagonally. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should hydrate this whole area though. So let's go ahead and let's run down, and we'll make the cart. I think I want to make under the tracks dirt or stone bricks as well, or bricks. I think if I make them bricks, that'd look nice. Oh well, I'll mess with that later. So let's go fly down here, and we'll see what kind of stuff we can make. Make sure the storaging system's not jammed. Put some things away. And it occurred to me, buckets don't actually have a space, so just grab the buckets. And we'll come over and around, and we'll go ahead and put the buckets in here. Okay. We have this farm going. This is actually quite productive. I don't think I'll be expanding the amount of sheep in there because he's coming plenty fast. And then let's go ahead. Alright, so let's start working on our Steve's cart stuff. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make it so I can assemble and disassemble the carts. So we'll need an anvil. Ooh, I don't know if I want to make reinforced metal yet. Hardened mesh just takes... Okay, so it looks like these recipes are just extremely tedious. They aren't actually that difficult. So first let's determine what type of hole we need. Now for our little farmer plant, we want to make it as plain as possible, or as basic as possible. So we'll need planter range extender, which will make it so it can plant in a, I think it'll make it so it'll go up to 4, which will be nice. A lawnmower I don't care about, and then we'll need the farmer, but we don't need a Galgadorian farmer. We need a just a basic farmer, and there should be some around here. I know they exist. Yeah, there's a basic farmer. That's relatively cheap. And I think that's actually all we'll need aside from internal storage. So let's decide what kind of hole we need. So we'll need for the farmer, we need 36 modular cost. I'm hoping we can make it so we just need a wooden hole. And then the planter, we need 20 modular cost. So that's 66. So it looks like we'll need standard hole, or I should be able to do a mechanical pig. A pig hole. It's modular. Is my phone ringing? No, it's not. Okay. So wood, or pork chops, or I could just do iron. I think it's standard holes will be fine. So we'll need one of these for each type of farm. And actually, now that I think about it, I want to make the pick up carts, allows you to assemble and modify carts. I want to make this cart modifier. So let's. Oh, alrighty, we are back. So I accidentally hit the wrong button. I ended up like canceling the first recording, so it's 2 separate videos. Obviously, editing magic, I'll push them all together and you guys won't notice, but thought I'd mention that. So I accidentally didn't record certain parts of it, but this is my second cart assembler, or my second cart. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys how I have that set up really fast. I made a few cargo managers. I'm going to add some more fuel to that here in a minute. I made a few cargo managers, which obviously useful. And I'll show you guys what I did with that right now. Actually, let's sleep really fast. Alright. So let's fly over here, and we have our first little farm set up. First of many, ideally. I'm really hoping Steve's carts will work with any cart type here. But I chose this design just because it was the most effective, and I was going to add a planter to it to extend it, but that only works with trees, which I didn't know, unfortunately. But either way, so basically what I've got going is the cargo manager is attached to the red slot, which is right there. And so I have everything from the storage chests, the internal storage chests, being pulled out into the cargo manager, like so. So it's pretty straightforward, and you'll notice when I use the bone meal, clean these guys up, he goes ahead and starts to utilize it. Now that will give me plenty of wheat, which will be nice, and I'll start using bread again instead of steak. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. And I just realized it only does it in a 1 area instead of a 2. And when I was testing it on single player, it actually did it 2 wide. And so I think that's what the Galgadorian or whatever, however you say that. I think that's what that does, is it adds a second slot. So once I get a abundance of that stuff, I'll go ahead and I'll edit them and add the bigger weapon, or the bigger harvester. So he goes pretty fast, and I'm pretty satisfied with the way this worked out for me. But once again, I'll have them 2 wide, and I'm going to stop making these. Can the standard hole handle the big one? So we have our standard hole with a complexity cap of 50, and we have our planter, which is 55, and it's unbreakable. So I'm gonna have to think about friggin' just upgrading the whole thing, because I'll have to use reinforced holes and stuff, and that'll be a pain. But I don't know, I'll figure something out. Anyway, so I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, one more thing. I do plan on doing a little bit more Steve's carts. Steve's factory manager. Machine inventory manager. I'll have to look at this because I don't know what mod this is, and I want to toy with it a little bit. Anyway, I plan on making a miner with this, a quarry type thing, just because I want to mess with it. It looks interesting to me. There we go, 36 wheat, and it's slowly being fed out. This won't output fast enough to make it go really fast, but anyway, so the next video will probably be a tutorial on mining carts and stuff, which will be pretty sick. Anyway, so thank you all so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all next time.